Welcome to our training on GMP Fundamentals. Good manufacturing practices are essential for everyone in our facility, from production to decoration. They're the foundation for making safe, high-quality plastic containers and bottles. Let's get started. So, what exactly are good manufacturing practices and why are they so important? Let's dive in and find out. GMPs, or good manufacturing practices, are the foundation for making safe, high-quality plastic containers and bottles. They're how we do things the right way every time, and they're essential for everyone in our facility. Why are GMPs so important? Let's break it down. First, they help us meet the highest standards for safety and quality. This is super important for our HACCP certification, and it keeps our customers happy and coming back for more. Second, GMPs help us prevent contamination at every step, from the raw materials to the finished product. Nobody wants a dirty bottle, right? And finally, GMPs protect our reputation as a reliable and trustworthy supplier. We want our customers to know they can count on us for safe, high-quality products. Remember those prerequisite programs, or PRPs, we talked about in our HACCP Fundamentals training? Well, GMPs are a big part of those PRPs. They help create the foundation for a safe and hygienic environment. Today we'll cover the key GMP areas that are most important for our facility. So let's dive in and learn how we can all contribute to making the best products possible. All right, let's talk about personal hygiene. This might seem basic, but it's our first line of defense against contamination. Think of it like this. We all have a part to play in keeping our products, our workplace, and each other healthy and safe. First up, hand washing. This is super important. Make sure you're washing your hands thoroughly with soap and water for at least 20 seconds. And when should you wash up? Before you start work, after breaks, after using the restroom, after touching your face or hair, and especially after handling anything that could be contaminated, like garbage or chemicals. Next, let's talk about personal cleanliness. Make sure you're coming to work clean and wearing a clean uniform every day. Keep your hair neatly restrained with a hairnet and beard cover. And please, leave the jewelry at home. We don't want anything falling into our products. No eating, drinking, or tobacco use. This includes food, drinks, gum, and any form of tobacco. These activities are only allowed in designated break areas to prevent contamination. Finally, if you're feeling sick, please stay home. It's better to be safe than sorry when it comes to preventing the spread of germs. We want to keep everyone healthy and our products safe. Next up, protective clothing and equipment. We need to dress for success and safety. Make sure you're wearing the required attire, whether it's our company uniform or following the dress code, and always use the appropriate PPE for your job. This might include gloves, safety glasses, or hearing protection. Remember to wear your PPE correctly, replace it when it's damaged, and store it properly when you're not using it. Let's talk about keeping things clean and preventing contamination. This is a big deal in our business. We want to make sure our containers and bottles are safe and free from anything that doesn't belong. First up, foreign material control. We need to prevent contamination from things coming in from the outside, like dirt, dust, or even pests. And we also need to be aware of things that can cause contamination from within our process, like plastic fragments or machine oils. Speaking of plastic, remember Operation Clean Sweep? This program helps us prevent those little plastic pellets from escaping into the environment. It's important for keeping our facility clean and for protecting our planet. Next, proper storage is key. We need to make sure our raw materials, those big gaylords of HDPE resin, barrels of colorants, and totes or cartons of preforms, are all stored correctly. This prevents damage and keeps them from getting contaminated. And of course, we keep our finished goods stored separately to avoid any mix-ups or accidental damage. Finally, equipment cleanliness is a must. We have regular cleaning schedules for all of our equipment, the EBM and RHSB machines, the decoration equipment, everything. And it's important to use the right cleaning agents and methods for each piece of equipment. We'll talk more about that later. Okay, we've talked about preventing contamination in general, but now let's zoom in on a specific area, the floor. It might seem obvious, but keeping our floors clean is a huge part of keeping our facility safe and our products contaminant-free. Here's the thing. Anything that falls on the floor is automatically considered contaminated. Those little resin pellets, finished bottles, even tools. If they hit the floor, we need to take action. What should you do if you drop something? If it's finished product, don't put it back on the line. Toss it in the red scrap bin. If it's resin, don't try to reuse it, just throw it away. If it's tools or something else, pick it up and clean or sanitize it properly before using it again. And it's not just about dropped items. Keeping the floors clean and free of debris is everyone's job. This helps prevent contamination and also keeps us from tripping and falling. Nobody wants a sprained ankle. So, if you see a spill, clean it up right away. If it's something you can't clean up yourself, tell your supervisor. Remember, a clean floor is a safe floor. Let's all do our part to keep our workplace tidy and hazard-free. Now let's talk about smart storage and reuse. How we store things can have a big impact on preventing contamination and reducing physical hazards. Did you know that improper storage can actually create physical hazards? Here's how we can prevent that. First, some best practices for storage. Store items away from walls to allow for proper cleaning, visibility, and airflow. This helps prevent pests from hiding and makes cleaning easier. Nobody wants to play hide and seek with a cockroach. When you're finished using tools or equipment, put them back where they belong. Don't just leave them lying around. A cluttered workspace will also attract pests, and it's a safety hazard waiting to happen. Never place items directly on the floor, even temporarily. Use pallets or shelves to keep things off the ground. This helps prevent contamination and pest access. This includes larger items like equipment and piping. Remember, the floor is not a storage shelf. We love it when you reuse containers here. It's great for the environment. But if you're reusing a container for something other than its original purpose, please make sure to remove all old labels. We don't want any mix-ups or confusion about what's inside. Clearly label the container with its new contents. This helps everyone know what's in the container and how to handle it. Finally, remember to keep your containers covered. Cover all open products and materials with lids or similar covers, especially things like resin pellets, preforms, unattended finished product, and open containers of cleaning solutions. This helps prevent contamination from dust, insects, dirt, and other airborne particles and foreign materials. Plus, it keeps pests out. Think of it as giving your materials their own little protective shield. By following these simple guidelines, we can ensure that our storage and reuse practices contribute to a safe and efficient workplace. Think those tiny bacteria are harmless? Think again. They can cause big problems in our products and our workplace. But don't worry, we've got a weapon against those microscopic villains, cleaning and sanitation. Let's learn how to wield it. First, let's be clear about the difference between cleaning and sanitizing. Cleaning removes the dirt and grime you can see, but it doesn't always get rid of those tiny invisible things that can cause problems, like bacteria. Sanitizing is important because it actually kills those bacteria and other microorganisms that can cause contamination. We use a 70% alcohol solution here in our facility. It's great for sanitizing, and it can even do some light cleaning if a surface isn't too dirty. But remember, sometimes you'll need to use other cleaners first to remove heavy dirt or grime before you sanitize. Always check the instructions for your specific task. It's important to use only approved sanitizers and follow the directions. And here's a key point. We need to make sure we're following the correct contact time. For our 70% alcohol sanitizer, that means leaving the surface wet for at least 30 seconds to a minute. You can find the exact contact time on the product label or the safety data sheet. This gives the sanitizer enough time to do its job and kill those germs. 70% alcohol is great for a few reasons. It evaporates quickly, it doesn't leave any residue on our equipment, and it's effective against a wide range of those tiny troublemakers. Now a quick note about allergens. The good news is that the raw materials we use, like the HDPE resin, PET preforms, colorants, and the chemicals we use for maintenance and cleaning are generally allergen-free. That means we don't have to worry too much about keeping them separate to prevent cross-contamination since we don't handle any products containing allergens. But we still need to be mindful of potential allergens that we might bring in. Things like food, drinks, or even some personal care products can contain allergens. So, to prevent any issues, wash your hands frequently, especially after eating or drinking. Remember, no food or drinks are allowed in the production areas. If you use any lotions, perfumes, or anything like that with allergens, be mindful of where you apply them and wash your hands well afterward. By following these simple steps, we can keep our workplace safe and our products free from contamination. Keeping our entire facility clean is everyone's job. This means keeping floors, walls, ceilings, and work surfaces clean and organized. We also need to manage our waste properly, dispose of it correctly, recycle what we can, and prevent any spills or leaks. And don't forget about maintenance. Regularly scheduled preventative maintenance keeps our equipment running smoothly and helps prevent malfunctions that could lead to contamination. GMPs are everyone's responsibility. That means everyone, from the newest employee to the most experienced technician, and even visitors and contractors. We all have a part to play in keeping our workplace safe and our products top-notch. If you see something that's not right, don't hesitate to report it. There's a lot of reasons why someone might not be following GMPs. Maybe they're new, maybe they forgot a step, maybe they just need a little reminder. Speaking up gives them a chance to fix the situation and learn from it. Whether it's a spill, a damaged piece of equipment, or someone not following procedures, speaking up helps keep everyone safe and ensures we're making the highest quality products. And hey, we all make mistakes sometimes. If someone points out something you're doing wrong, don't take it personally. It's all about learning and improving together. We're a team, and we all want the same thing, to make the best products possible in a safe and clean environment. Let's take a moment to review the relationship between GMPs, PRPs, and HACCP. Remember, these three elements work together to create a robust consumer and product safety system in our facility. First, we have GMPs, or Good Manufacturing Practices. These are the foundation of our system, like the solid base of a house. They ensure a clean and hygienic environment, covering everything from facility maintenance and equipment sanitation to personal hygiene and proper attire. Building upon this foundation are PRPs, or prerequisite programs. These are specific programs that address operational conditions within the facility to further prevent contamination. Think of them as the walls and support beams of the house, providing additional structure and support. Examples include our cleaning and sanitation procedures, allergen control measures, supplier approval programs, and maintenance schedules. Finally, we have HACCP, or Hazard Analysis and Critical Control Points. This is a risk-based system that identifies and controls significant hazards in food packaging production. It's like the roof of the house, providing an extra layer of protection against external threats. HACCP involves 7 principles, from conducting a hazard analysis to establishing critical limits and monitoring procedures. Together, GMPs, PRPs, and HACCP work in harmony to ensure the production of safe food packaging. They form a comprehensive system that protects consumers and upholds our reputation for quality and safety. By following GMPs, we contribute to the strength and effectiveness of this system. Let's recap some of the key takeaways from today's training. First, remember that GMPs are the foundation of our HACCP system. They're absolutely essential for producing safe, high-quality products that meet the highest standards. Second, everyone has a role to play in following GMPs, from the production floor to the decoration area and everywhere in between. And third, don't forget the connection between GMPs and PRPs. Strong GMPs contribute to strong PRPs, which create a safer environment for everyone. By following GMPs, we protect our products, our customers, and our company's reputation. GMPs aren't just about following rules, they're also about continuous improvement. We should always be looking for ways to make our processes better and our workplace even safer. Your feedback and suggestions are valuable. If you see something that could be done better, or if you have an idea for improvement, please don't hesitate to speak up. We can all contribute to making our facility the best it can be. Okay, so we've covered a lot of ground today. But what happens if you have questions about GMPs later on, or if you need some help with something? No worries, we've got you covered. First off, you can find our GMP policy and other related procedures in those handy printed manuals in the quality office. They're a great resource if you need to double check something or refresh your memory. And of course, your supervisor is always there to help. Don't hesitate to ask them any questions you have about GMPs or anything else related to safety and quality. We also have a dedicated quality and compliance team here to support you. They're the experts on all things GMP, and they're always happy to help you out. And to keep our GMP knowledge up to date, we'll be providing regular refresher training throughout the year, so you can stay sharp and keep those good practices going strong. Remember, we're all in this together. By working together and supporting each other, we can create a safe and hygienic workplace where we can all be proud of the products we make. By following GMPs, we demonstrate our dedication to producing safe, high-quality products. We protect our customers, our employees, and our environment. Together we can build a culture of quality and safety. Thank you for your participation in this training. We encourage you to review the materials provided and apply what you've learned to your daily work. Together, we can make safety a priority. That's a wrap on our GMP Fundamentals training. I hope you found it helpful and informative. Remember, we all have a role to play in keeping our facility safe and our products top-notch. By following GMPs, we're not just meeting requirements, we're showing our commitment to quality and safety. Thank you for your time and attention. Now go out there and make us proud. And as always, God bless and have a safe day.